I'll catch it.
You cross me over a bitch, you a snitch on me. I ain't nothing like you niggas on your big homies. I do it nigga like a bitch, watch me spit on me. Debo, playing with the game, drop a brick on him. You see this house sticking out cause there's a stick on me. Niggas in they feeling about these bitches, better trick on me. You catch me slipping shit, you better do your shit on me. Cause I'ma do the same thing. It's crazy when you beefing with your niggas from the same gang. Niggas talking about he gang for these bitches, that's what they ain't saying. It's a nigga with the same name, get it whipped and get a name change. Type of nigga should be chased off. Set it for the chest before I take off. Get chills in the set when I see real niggas break off. Niggas getting pressed and feeling ways they gotta pay it off. Shit, I'ma die for my respect. If I don't like it, I'ma take it. You gon' get down where you mad at. Keep saving bitch niggas, you can hide at. Be a bitch nigga jumping out the whip like it's Baghdad. Crash that, drag back. Now they should buy a nigga quick with a cash up. My young nigga needed two, but it's my last shot. Trip, nigga, saving bitch nigga shit. You might as well snitch with him. A bitch nigga, don't be a bitch nigga. That's your niggas problem now, tryna fix niggas. That's your niggas problem now, you niggas so nice. Dance somebody who be mine, niggas on spice. You left the yard off the ground, ain't no right. Get your 10 toes on the ground, on a slow night. On a slow night, on a slow night. A bitch nigga, don't be a bitch nigga. Dance somebody who be mine, he was on spice. A bitch nigga, don't be a bitch nigga. Look, she 10 toes on the ground on a slow night. Slow night.
What's the motherfucking word? What's the word? What's the Weezer? What's the deal? So where the locs at though? Where the locs in here? Okay, we in here. We in this motherfucker. Okay, bird gang. What's the deal? Bro, listen. That's your problem. That's your niggas' problem now. Trying to fix niggas for real, bro. These niggas be knowing these niggas be bullshit, bro. They be trying to fix them and shit, bro. For nigga bullshit, you see something. If that's your boy, yeah, you tell your boy, bro. But if you gotta everyday teach a nigga how to be who he say he is, man, fuck all that, nigga. I'm not finna coach you to be who you told me you was. The reason why I like you. Nigga, now if you try and like him for a nigga that you know that's dumb, because he got, well, you know, I ain't gonna say dumb, but like a little, you know what I'm saying? What you wanna call it? Let's say a little EOP. You know what I'm saying? A little EOP, okay. And that's different. Make an excuse for him. But man, right now we too old to be making excuses for people that's supposed to be accountable, be held accountable, bro, for their motherfucking actions. Fuck all that. That's why I was saying with the dude from Main Street. You know what I'm saying? I see about it, and all these people making action, right? And they basically saying like, you know, a lot of dudes think it's the vlog, the vlogs, the hood vlogs. And my last video was not to say, oh, we did the first vlog. No, but if you look at kids, was no grown men in that video. It was all kids. Nobody was older than 17 in that video, right? Kids, though. We all kids. Oh shit, I gave you first 10 minutes, something like that. But it's all kids in that motherfucker, bro. So. Imagine all kids in this motherfucker, and then we limit the location type shit. You feel me? We wasn't nobody like on there. You can see address and shit like that. That was my whole point with it. It wasn't trying to be like you feel me, like a nigga just like it wasn't even like that. You know what I'm saying? And like I was saying, my whole point for that video was to say it wasn't the down that dude, bro, because they got family. I'm pretty sure he got kids. I don't know. I'm not up on him. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? For someone to be very, very familiar with the Main Street beef, because I was there when this shit started. You know what I'm saying? So, for me to be familiar when that shit started, bro, and then to see like all that shit conjured up to how it is. Now, I don't wish that on nobody, and I don't wish that on nobody in LA, bro. Happen. And my thing is, when shit happen, who do we blame? I'm tired of niggas blaming the blogs. Then another thing I'm gonna say too, bro. Stop getting in here talking about it was the Hoovers, bro. Nah, bro, niggas wasn't in there saying like, oh, the Hoovers did it. Nah, bro. Of course we're gonna get the fucking, we're gonna get the bad end of the stick because it's in the set, right? But damn, the victims ain't even been caught. Like they ain't even been caught yet, bro. We don't know who did this shit. We don't know if it's over a bitch. We don't know what's really going on, bro, on Hoover. So I hate how people already painted the picture as the Hoovers did it because it happened in our section. In our section. That's why I was saying it was the stupidest shit that they can do to put itself somewhere like that. Like if I do die and something happened to me, bro, I don't want it to be right here in these niggas' hood, even if they didn't do it. I don't even want to paint the narrative that these niggas did it if that's not what's going on, especially with me taking upon myself and going out there and putting myself out there. Like that's crazy to me. Like that's all I was saying. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if motherfuckers took it. I really don't give a fuck how no nigga took what I say. I'ma stand on what I say. But I wasn't trying to, and I'm not saying I never heard nobody say that I was trying to do that. I'm just saying to the people, to my people that watch my shit. You feel me? Because I feel like this is what I'm talking to get an understanding. I like the people that watch my shit to get an understanding with them, bro. Not whoever just click on, I don't care about you. The people that's consistently on my shit, the people that I'm talking to, my people, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? I don't care where you from, the people that just take the time to listen to my shit. So this is not to be, oh, fuck that nigga. No, I'm just saying, though, he had to be crazy as fuck, and he got to take responsibility. His homies, like, all I'm saying is, though, is it fair that people finna catch life, or whoever did it, or his homies got to go leave away from their kids, niggas got to risk their jobs, risk their families, risk their comfortability, their life, all because this dude decided to post a location in his rivals. I'm not saying the homies did it. Let's get off that because I'm seeing all the people Hoover. Nah, bro. Ain't nobody even know who did it, bro. I'm just saying though, from the looks of it, he decided to do all this on his own. I'm Hoover. So why is we mad at him? When 4Extra blew his shit off, nobody's mad at 4Extra. Nigga was like dumbass nigga. When niggas don't understand 4Extra, boy, 4Extra with a nigga that blew his whole fucking side of his face off. And then nobody say, damn, what happened to that nigga? Ain't nobody. So they should be feeling sorry for that nigga, the nigga who got his face blown off and did nothing. Okay, the homies out there, I can't really say the homies because the homies game banging, bro. And I don't want to be like, oh, man, you shouldn't do it to my homies. Nigga, my homies out there, my homies is all on limit. If I'm out there, I'm on limit. If my son out there, he's on limit. If my brothers, my dad, if anyone that's out there in the field, bro, if you playing in the streets, you get hit by cars, period. So let's not do that, bro. My whole thing is, though, you know, when someone asks for something in life and they manifest it and it happens, man, you can't be mad at nobody but the person, bro, because this is how this person wanted their life to be. You know what I'm saying? They wanted that. They asked for that. Now, I don't know if they took it for granted, but obviously they didn't take it for gold. Like, you know what I'm saying? You didn't take your life as a pot of gold, nigga, on hope. They say that the most richest thing in this world right now that we ever can own is melanin. You feel me? Our skin. As being black people, this is worth more than gold. Your skin as a black person, right? So when you give up your skin, your gold, you black, nigga. What made you? That's some white boy shit. That was some white boy shit. Some white boy crash out shit. Like when you just go to somebody's hood and just post, that's some white boy shit, bro. That black people don't do shit like that. So for us to look at niggas like kings, bro, and know that we worth the most. Our melanin, our skin is the most precious and most valuable thing in this world, bro. Hey, motherfuckers in other countries and shit, they getting shots just to survive the sun, so they don't fucking have strokes and pass out. So we gotta understand, we're worth way more than gold, just being black people. So when you allow motherfuckers to take you as a black person, as bro, that's crazy. Like that's to me, that's how I think. I think like that, bro. I don't know, cause I'm hoping, like I say, I kind of like been sat down and taught by older niggas when I was young, so that's why my mom be like that. And I ain't trying to outthink nobody, be the smartest, the sharpest. I'm just saying for you to give up your goal, your life, as a black man to this, as stupidity, as the internet. Come on, bro. And this is why I say they say the mark of the beast is the mark of the beast is not the mark of the beast is not gonna be these little devices that they put inside niggas. It's not gonna be these little chips they put in there. I don't know if y'all know what the mark of the beast is. But until y'all really wake up and understand the mark of the beast is the computer in these videos, bro. Let me tell you why. Look at my computer. That's an apple, right? What do that symbolize? That symbolize the tree of knowledge, right? The tree of knowledge, a fruit. It's just an apple, but the fruit. So when you biting from, you're taking off a little knowledge or something, right? But basically it was similar. That's why I got something bitten in is that. Because this computer contains knowledge. And this is what Eve gained when she bit the fruit, knowledge. And this is what you get when you open a computer, knowledge. When you click on a video, what do you get? You have, it's just like the devil. You have a choice to decipher from right or wrong. You have a choice to click on this and put this in your mind, which is opens up for you to have the decision to believe this or not. And this is just like in life. And I don't know, I don't want to break it down to the Bible shit, because I don't want to say it's not about that, bro. And I don't know where everybody religious, but I'm just saying if you have any type of enlightenment to that story, these computers, bro, when you pick that phone up and press record, that's the fruit. You biting that fruit. You biting that fruit, bro. What's up, bro? What's up? You got, hey, send me your number, bro. My Instagram is Triggerbird, Trigger. Put OA.9 too, and then send me your shit. I'ma holler at you. But yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I wanted to reach out to the people, and that was really on my mind because, like I say, it's just accountability, bro. And we gotta stop blaming people. The more that we blame people, the more that we get on here and be like, it's the media, it's the podcasters, it's the rappers, it's the vlogs. No, it's the niggas. It's the niggas. And every nigga that get on there and act like that should be responsible, bro. If you get on there and say fuck somebody dead homies, when somebody run into you, they should beat your ass. That's just what it is, bro. Oh, but like, we can't get mad. What's up, Top? Word game. What's up, bro? So it's just like, you feel me? That's just what it is, bro. So when you give up your melanin, bro, your skin, your precious skin, bro, for these niggas, this is precious, more precious than gold. Like, you can have this shit, bro. They can have this shit. I don't give a fuck about this shit. I'm gonna live to come get you and get it back. I'm gonna get some more and get art, whatever it might be, right? But when it comes to this, they take this from us, bro, we can't get this back. And this is more valuable than this. So I'd rather give this up. I'd rather give this up than give this up, bro. On hope any day. So I don't know. What that young man did was felonious. It was crazy. It was like unheard of. He was worse than P&B Rock. Let me say that one more time. He was worse than P&B Rock. The reason why he's worse than P&B Rock is simply because he know better. He hang 4 lights down. You got Vermont, right? Hoover, Vermont, Hoover, Figueroa, Broadway. He hangs on Main. He hangs on Main. Come on, cuz, you crazier than P&B Rock. On Hoover. Shout out to P&B Rock. Rest in peace to him, bro. Rest, you know what I'm saying? Bless his soul. Because I don't think he knew no fucking better. Or somebody told P&B Rock, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it might have been. But this nigga, you hang 4 lights down. Why your dumb ass go to this weed shop? How, you know everybody was talking about P&B Rock. Why his stupid ass went over there for chicken and waffles? Why your stupid ass go over there for weed? Like, come on, bro. At least he went to get something to eat. You went there to smoke. So you mean to tell me you from LA? He ain't from LA. He want to eat, and you want to smoke. He got killed by some not ain't his enemies because of his jury. You got killed by your because you playing. Come on, bro. That's kind of crazy to me, bro. I don't care how they want to spin it and put it. I don't care how niggas want to, I'm not talking about nobody dead. I'm talking about his actions of a dead person because that nigga made him dead. He dead himself. He unalived himself by doing that on Hoover. Like, I'm just saying, like, if he would have got caught over there in his hood, slipping, boom, damn, it was another man that, you feel me? It was all bad. He would have got caught in the car, you know what I'm saying, pulling up and humped all bad. He got caught in a fucking weed shop. Who the fuck you thought you was? Like, I don't know, bro. That's just crazy to me, bro. Hoover, like, after, and everything I'm saying is already, on the media, bro, so I don't like niggas, I don't play investigator, none of that. I don't even commentate on the thing that's already on the social media, and a lot of shit that I do know I can talk about, I don't do it because I don't run into the content, but I be knowing a lot of shit that I don't even talk about. I hope just keep it G. I can go down, I can talk all day about shit I know about, but it's not about that. I'm just here to commentate on how I feel about what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You got the video of the 2 recipients, and you have me on how I feel about what I'm seeing. So don't ever take what I'm saying as like God, or I'm not saying shit. I'm just saying I'm dealing with the video and I'm dealing with the situation, in my opinion. That's it. my opinion don't mean nothing because somebody else watching this can feel some type of other way, right? But my thing is though, like that shit kind of sad, bro. I look at it like it's more sad for a nigga to really like play with their life like that, knowing that the dude can rap. I can't take nothing from him. He can rap. He had potential. Just because he from the other side, bro, I don't take nothing to be no hating ass nigga. I never heard nobody say the dude was a buster or mark. I never heard nothing look like he had people that fuck with him or love him or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I can't just bash nigga. I'm not gonna bash a nigga, you feel me? I ain't one of them niggas, you know what I'm saying? We in the field anyway, so it's gonna happen like that. I'm gonna meet whatever I got coming, I ain't tripping. But my thing is though, I don't think that this was the smartest person because I seen somebody in my inbox like on my video, they like, yeah, Triggerbird, at least he stayed during the war. Bro, listen. You know how many wars, nigga, I got out of jail, nigga. I stayed in Anaheim, but my family stayed in the set. I'm over there every day. I was on the set more than I'm at the fucking house. This is why I don't stay over there no more, Anaheim. Like, come on, bro, like, let's be real. Like, just because a lot of niggas can't leave nowhere because they scary. A lot of niggas is scared to run into, they be popping it and they scared to go places without their homies. They scared to go places without guns. They scared, and you might think that your hood is dangerous, but your hood is actually the safest place that you can go as a gangbanger. I don't care what nobody say. Nigga, like, no, the hood is not dangerous. It's dangerous to those who decide. Hit that like button, y'all. If y'all fuck with this, bro, y'all understand what I'm telling y'all. It's only dangerous to those who endangerment to themselves. Period. Like if you out there and you out there playing, bro, and you in your hood, of course somebody gonna do something to you. But if you a nigga in your hood every day and they coming through and you getting cracking back and your homies is on deck, ain't nobody coming through that motherfucker playing with y'all because y'all niggas on deck over there. The thing is niggas in their hoods playing. And not even that niggas in their hood playing, these niggas in other niggas' hood playing. Look at the young man that just died. He didn't die in his hood. That nigga died in our hood, bro. And now you got this stigma like Hoover did it. Whatever it's gonna be, the streets ain't making it fair because the streets have already labeled Hoover to doing it. That's crazy. Just because this dude placement. So it makes me wonder, it's just like us, I don't know, bro. I feel like some niggas sacrifice themselves and do dumb shit like that, like to sacrifice the homies. I don't know. I don't know if I just be feeling like that, but like, just because he died over there doesn't mean that the homies respond. That's all I'm saying. And I'm saying though, because not that he died secretly, this dude, yeah, you see me? But I'm saying like, think about this though, right? They never caught the suspect. The suspect never got apprehended. They never had none of that, bro. It's just so, why is dudes out here saying the homies did this and do that? Like that shit is already like weird, bro. And my whole thing was not to even exploit the situation. I don't even like it, bro. Like I say on both sides, I don't like that shit. I don't be going for that. Like it's weird, bro. But it's weird, bro, because like I say, he gave his life up, and like I say, I'd rather give this shit up, this gold, than my life because my life is more precious than gold, especially you black. Like when you black and they paying for this shit, they paying for melanin, bro, and like they to be black and be surviving in the sun, so motherfuckers don't get skin cancer and shit. So when you go give that up, your skin, bro, that shit's like crazy to me. That's what I was saying. And I'm tired of people saying the podcasters are. It's the niggas, like I say, it's the niggas. Damn homie, what's happening? I hope us damn homie in this motherfucker too. Y'all shout out to damn homie page, go check her out. She got some shit too. You feel me, on Verge. But I'm basically speaking on this situation because I'm tired of niggas making it seem like we just trying to party. Nah, niggas ain't trying to party. And my homies will understand too. My homies, they like whether like I say, nobody been apprehended, nobody been booked for it. It's the media painting it like this, the Hoovers, regardless, right? Because where he passed away at. So we know that he passed away, he did all this shit on himself to where he brought light into his death. He didn't care about his life, right? We get that. My whole thing is this though, right? At the end of the day, bro, it's like, I don't know, this shit is just weird, bro. It's weird. Like when I think about the whole situation, this dude doing that is like, and then are my homies feeling whatever they're gonna do? They're gonna clown, they're gonna do that. That don't mean that niggas is feeling like the homie did it. The homie's feeling like, how can you be so stupid to die in someone's hood? Regardless, like I don't give a fuck who did it. It could be his bitch man. It could be he fucking a nigga bitch. And the nigga just happened to, oh yeah, anything, bro, on Hoover. So my whole thing, you know, for when shit was going on with my homies and innocent people was getting killed, it wasn't funny. And it was majority of the people, you feel me? Like in LA posting this shit. And the people that was getting killed, Africa and them in A-Trade, it wasn't from Hoover. We see it from neighborhood. And when the neighborhoods got wind of it, you see how the neighborhoods cut it down and they stopped posting that shit because they realized now, okay, it's serious. Okay, my whole thing is though, that lady had kids. That lady got grandkids. Her grandkid is actually my little cousin. So it's like, these people got families that y'all just keep on putting out there, keep on putting out there, keep on putting out there. And now that this dude went out his way to unalive himself, bro, to be a casualty to war in the streets, we gotta stop blaming people. We gotta blame them, bro. And his homie should take some type of responsibility too on that shit too. Like, nigga, where was you niggas at? Why y'all niggas didn't meet that nigga over there? Where he don't fuck with y'all niggas enough for y'all to pull up on that nigga and meet him over there? Or he don't fuck with y'all niggas enough to get no weed? That's crazy, bro. You can't get no deals in your hood. You can't get no weed in your hood. Like, you a nigga, bro. You everywhere, right? You just left Ant. I'm pretty sure you got a weed shop. Why the fuck you didn't get no weed from over there? You went to this one? That nigga's crazy, bro. So people stop getting out y'all feelings. I don't want to hear that shit on Verge. Nah, he didn't die. He died next to the alley right there where Domino's. Cause it's the shopping center, it's the alley, and then it's the what you call it. I don't know if it's a church. I don't even know what the fuck right there. I know it's a what you call it. It's Domino's, the alley, and there's men right there. You know what I'm saying? But he died. He didn't die. He died playing, bro. And I don't wish no death on that man. But he wished death on himself. So why should I care any more than what he did? The fuck? Yeah, that's a church. Then that shit ain't never open. Only time you see any type of church on Vermont is when them people standing out. They out there praying and all this shit on them. That's the only time they ask you for money. I ain't give you no motherfucking money on Vermont. You crazy as hell. What the fuck look like? I might as well go to Fig and give you some money. I ain't doing that shit. Yeah, them Sunday services be bullshit though. And you know what I'm saying? And this ain't no shot to the Christians, so don't come crucify me, come tripping. No, on Hoover. What I'm saying is though, I'm from Hoover Street and I know that I'm getting fucking worked. I ain't letting them people work me no more. Go out there, they talking about it, man, that's out. And then the cold thing about it, they be out there trying to sell you a motherfucking phone, like a state phone. I mean, you're not finna get no state phone, sell me no state phone after you the motherfucker play with me. I better stop that shit. Play with me with God. Got something to the you know what I'm saying? Then get past the little bucket around. They done got a donation. And all of a sudden, these motherfuckers want my info. Hell no, I ain't give you my motherfucking info. I ain't on county. I don't got EBT. Fuck that. Hey, y'all, Woody, man, Lil Woody whooped on the boy Broski, y'all at Boski, whatever. I think that shit like some I don't know, it's comedy, man. I don't even want to make no light to Lil Woody. Lil Woody burnt the fuck out. I seen, hey, where the homies at? I seen Kuta got some get right? I like that. Look, and this one thing about accountability that I see. Hey, Bird Gang, what's up, bro? Hey, look, this one thing I like about that nigga, I'm finna say about the nigga, Kunta did a lot of weird shit, but this one thing I like about Kunta, bro. He, when he found out that nigga, Real Tune did that weird shit, he got right on Real Tune ass. Dead homies, I'm gonna find the video, right? Because Real Tune did do some messy shit, bro. He did the messiest shit ever. You know what I'm saying? He did. And y'all tell me what y'all think about this, right? Is this some weird ass messy shit, right? So now, you with a dude interviewing him, right? Shout out to Oakland. Shout out to the homies in Oakland. On Bird. Oh, that's Oklahoma, Hoover. Let's see, Oklahoma, on Hoover. Somebody else in here with Oklahoma too. Oh, so he interviewing a homie, you know what I'm saying? I think some Dub or some I don't want to mix his name up, but he interviewed someone that was a homie, and I guess the dude passed away. I don't want to mix his name up, bro. And he was an artist too. So make a long story short, he get a little Hoover information, whatever, and then he go out and take that Hoover information, and he go out and he realizing that whatever it fucking was, he did some footage of it, but then go somewhere else and then get more wind of some more education of Hoover. But instead of him taking that shit and letting them niggas figure it out and giving them the footage, he dropped it, right? He dropped it. So now you got everybody in an uproar about how them niggas getting down. Instead of giving them the footage and letting them figure it out behind the scenes, you dropped it. What's going on, right? Then you went out. I can't say he didn't ask the question that wouldn't be asked, because I don't know if they wanted him to be asking him questions, right? But he the one that brought light and to put a magnifying glass on the shit with the homies. And that's why nigga was telling that nigga real to him, stay the fuck out the homie business too. And then you got 607 which is using his platform, you know what I'm saying, for it. Now that was on Bob Report. I don't think did nothing about that shit. Bob Report did that shit. Bob Report is the one who took that motherfucker and because trying to build his page. So now he got 3 of the biggest. You gotta understand, right? This is what makes me mad about the whole situation. I swear to God, let me tell y'all what makes me mad, bro. And I was there for this, bro. I was there for the whole. I took Gumby and all that. We went a day before, it got delayed. They told us to come back. We went, and then they called us the next day and go, right? So this is not just no one-day thing. It was a 2-day event too, right? So, or something like that. Like we're supposed to go before it, right? So let me tell you the cold thing about it, right? It makes me mad. What makes me mad is that you got Gumbo, you got Kunta, and you got Percy. And they all from where? Hoover, right? And the thing that pissed me off the most is that they're going on other niggas' podcasts and they're speaking their mind and blowing their shit up, right? Whatever pennies they getting. If something happened to the homies from getting blown up, their kids don't see nothing from the situation no more because it's been dropped on other niggas' pages where they might just get paid up front, whatever. But it's, you see how people's building they page to be wealthy, and you guys are gonna crash and end up being you niggas will fuck around, crash and be beefing and shit, and then what? So it's like, y'all could at least came together, but I understand it's hard to come together when you got the shit that Kunta did. Kunta did some bullshit, bro. I hope Kunta did some weird shit. Kunta did some straight Jacko shit. He did Jacko shit. He was with us and then went off. So my whole thing is when you say accountability, right? Even though they take accountability for it all, that nigga real tune and these motherfuckers too who the homie gotta take accountability though for keep on going on these podcasts and saying something. If anything, go on that motherfucker and promote your shit. Promote your shit, promote what you got going. Say just enough to be like, man, you wanna hear my shit? Y'all wanna hear what else going on, go on my shit. I'm gonna tell y'all the full verse. That's how you do it. Instead of going on there with these niggas. Shit. Going after them niggas and say what you gotta say, whatever, and then, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's just me though, bro. Y'all letting these niggas build your platform to crash out, and they're putting these titles, they're manipulating the video because the titles. A lot of niggas is not mad about, they're not mad about the thing that's been said. It's like, what makes a motherfucker mad is the fact that I can type in when Triggerbird get marked out by Gumby. But it don't matter what's going on in the video. The fact that you can type that up and that's the name of the video, that's what makes people pissed off and gotta keep on reliving the shit and keep on defending themselves. That's what I be saying. Niggas can't give so much power to it, which you can't control that if you on somebody's shit, but you can limit and you can understand that person dropped this video and he editing whatever he's doing, he dropping these narratives. You're not in control what a person want to put out there to the world, bro. So when you're on that motherfucker, you got to do the best you could to, you feel me? Like, you feel me? You got to like, do it like that. Look, this the thing though, right? I think that all y'all got it mixed up. This is what all y'all got mixed up about the Hoover Crip gang. Y'all keep on saying there's Hoover Crip gangs. We not disputing that. It's Hoover Crip gangs in LA. It's Hoover Crip gangs from non-dudes right now. We not saying that. But we saying that there's no 5 dudes Hoover gangster Crips. Let's get that straight. Not Crips. Because they not even Crips in LA. 5 and only number, that's, look, we talking about the number. The only number that is gangster Crip, not Crip, is 5 dudes. That's what we talking about. That's what we talking about. Them being gangster Crip, not Crip gang. or they ain't even Crip gangsters. They ain't even pushing Crip gangsters. All those Crip gangsters. They pushing gang. So they just took the gangster. They just took the gangster all the way off of it. That's what I'm saying. We're telling you that you guys are not right to take the gangster off, because the dudes that's telling you that it's okay to be a Crip, he don't even really, I don't even think they function. I don't even know why he would not have him on his gangster tip, knowing that that dude, not knowing that that dude fuck with gangsters anyway. Like, shit, why you got him on just Crip shit? Why would you want him to drop who he is, his identity? The Five Deuces identity is gangsters. That's why we got, why do y'all think that we so cool with the gangsters? Why do y'all think that we stay so cool with gangsters? It's because the bridge is the Five Deuces. The bridge is the Five Deuces. Five Deuces, bro. Come on, why we take the bridge, bro? Because we can't go against the gangsters, because our homies is gangsters. Let's be real, and our homies push that shit proudly. They push that gangster shit proudly, like nigga gangster crap. That's what they push, and we respect them. So why would we want to kill the bridge? Right? We already beef with everything, bro. So you mean to tell me come on, bro? Why would we want to kill out the bridge for the gangsters, bro? We don't even get around Crips like that. I'm not saying y'all don't, but I'm just saying though, when it up and do come down to it, when nigga gonna go to the feds and just push taxes? Come on, bro. Or you go to the feds and you gonna switch that shit to gangster Crip for sure. You ain't gonna just talk about some Crip gang when they be who when they talking about what? When you go to the feds and it's 3-4 reputable Five Deuces. What you gonna say? You Crip gang and these niggas that's really from gangster Crip, that's you crazy, bro. They gonna fuck you up. It's not gonna work. And all I'm saying is though, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Stand up, but y'all should not take that from the little niggas. Like let the little niggas learn. The little niggas story, some halfway history. Like the fuck? Teach you basketball right now. You want somebody to just teach you how to dribble, nigga? Don't teach me how to do it behind the back. Teach me how to go behind my leg. Teach me how to, you know what I'm saying? Teach me how the angles of a court. I know if I spin it off this right here, it's gonna go in. Teach me how to teach me how to change. Don't teach me how to just be basic, bro. That's out. Because what niggas doing is you're paralyzing the motherfucker, bro. You're paralyzing their access. And the more access you know about the truth, the easier it is to decide your future, bro. You have to know your truth. You know what I'm saying? Before people decide let me say what? Decide your future. That's just like this, right? Like, for instance, right? So you mean to tell me that niggas in Five Deuces is gonna continue to mislead them niggas and you know you wrong? like it's just like knowing that it's just like, right, you using a religion, right? But you got your secret agendas because you got it really close to a Crip dude and you want to keep the relationship close because he really like around as a nigga. He a nigga. I can't take that from him. For when I hear he's a nigga, bro, I tell my hat to him. You feel me? I tell my hat to who he is, right? But what I'm saying is though, you want to keep that image so bad to where like it just don't really be making sense, bro. Like you niggas willing to mislead them little niggas for what? Like you don't, come on, bro. Like I'm like the homie, and they really, like I say, they putting it on Crip, but really they forgetting that the Five Deuces is gangsters. So how y'all keep saying stay out of Crip business? Okay, what about gangsters business? So you mean to tell me that the gangsters can get in it too? They gangsters. What if the gangsters want to feel some type of way? Because the Five Deuces is gangsters too. So I don't like when they say stay out of Crip business. That's gangster business. The Five Deuces is gangster business though. So it don't make sense. When you say Crip, what, a Hoover Crip gotta talk? Only a Hoover Crip can talk about that? Like that's crazy, and that's the separation, bro. That's a divide and conquer shit. I feel like that shit's weird. But I like I said, hey, what's up, Hebrew? Hey, bro, gang, I was saying though too, I do like how that nigga, I like how Radio got back. Joshua got back right. You seen that shit though? Hebrew? How that nigga Joshua got right? I like that. And he got on, what's the name? He got on that nigga real tune. Like, nigga, you was messy for that. Which he supposed to, nigga. Hold that nigga accountable. The fuck, I told your ass don't release that shit because it's gonna start all type of bullshit. But I think that by the homie telling him that, and that's another thing, right? By the homie telling that nigga, like, by the homie telling Groove, like, that shit gonna start something, he like, ooh, I got a mastermind now. Percy been on him too. Okay. But they ain't tripping though. My whole thing is I want to see if they energy like that. Let me see their energy like that because I got all the energy for the homie for saying something about another nigga for saying something about LA Ron, right?
I want that. This is what I like about.
Next story. Yeah. Me too. Oh, hope Josh got right. Josh got right on which one he said, but Bird, I'm bringing such. All right, so this is why, right? You're saying that, right? If we started as Crips, we saying. So the homie asked me a question. He said, we started as Crips. He said, hey, look, all right, so look. He said, oh, he's saying, all right, so look, this is why. It's not about they just being Crip, bro. It's not about that, right? It ain't none of that. It's about the fact like this. The Five Deuces is the one who brought this shit up. They're the one who had a problem with it, Pakistan. Real Tune instigated it. He went and did a video with one of the homies, and then went down there in Shreveport, and he realized that they had a different language than what he was. So he told them, and the homies had a conversation over it. Instead of him giving them the video or deleting the video, he drops the video. So that made them at the odds because the difference of opinions of what they're going through, which it shouldn't have happened. He should have just left that alone once he had acknowledgement that because you're not from Hoover, so you don't have no right to bring no type of Hoover facts or information back to Hoover's, period. You're not from Hoover, bro. Now, when it comes to the homies feeling like that, the whole point was the fathers, right? It's important for the fathers to know that they're gangster Crips. We're not saying that they can't be Crips, and I think that's what everybody keeps saying, bro. Everybody keeps saying that nobody don't want the fathers and takes to be Crips. Stop letting them spin that narrative. Listen, this is the real, bro. Ask them what is really the reason. I bet you can't nobody tell you because y'all in my chats right now and y'all saying some shit that don't even like y'all know yet y'all not up. That's how I know that y'all listening to the bullshit but not listening to the facts, right? This is how I know y'all not listening to the facts of the situation. He was never talking about turning them niggas criminal or anything. The homie's been talking to this nigga for a whole year straight. They've been having an understanding so that he knew he got when he get in front of that nigga, there wasn't gonna be no type of understanding when it came to the Hoover shit. That's why specifically the homie said, hey, this ain't even nothing that we can decide, right? The whole thing was, don't make them drop their gangster. We're not trying to do nothing but tell them, why would that gang, why y'all didn't do Crip gangsters? Why did y'all drop the gangster? What was the reason? Okay, let's make sense of this, right? You say y'all Crips, right? We have no gangster Crims. So why would we want to try to make y'all gangster Crims? No. It only right to make y'all gangster Crips, which y'all originally is, right? What made y'all feel like y'all need to drop the gangster like? But you feel like gang, they vocabulary, so, right? What would make you feel like you were your gangster besides a neighborhood state of mind telling you that the gangster's not right? Make it make sense. When they say somebody brought it down there to them like that, right? I can't see a real Five Deuce leaving out being a gangster. Like, I don't see that, bro. Even if they was gangster Crip, how is that connecting them to Hoover criminal when they're gangsters Crips like that? That's why I say y'all really is not looking at this whole scenario. Everybody is just trying to be right. They just trying to be right, bro. You say fast with it, but y'all listen to that's my boy. Content streaming consistently every day, bro. I think I don't know what time, but I think he be like around 9 to 10. I always catch Cash around 9 to 10, 8 or something like that. You feel me? The Cash Global TV, his shit be going up. I fuck with this shit. Him, Ant, you know what I'm saying? A few dudes I see. That's what I'm saying. Look, Kunta got his game from a dude from East Coast who told you to drop gangster. listen, this is what people keep on saying, right? This is how they trying to twist it. Y'all niggas criminals. Ooh, 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 ooh. We saying what made you feel like plays gang for gangster? Like, and y'all keep on saying if it's not that important, why can't they just put a STER in the end of the gang? Like, take G out and put STER in the back of your gang. Like, I don't understand. Why is it so important for them out there to drop the gangster? That's all I'm saying, bro. No, Kunta only acting like that because he trying to keep. You look, I'm gonna tell you, right? The boy put him on, bro. On Hoover. The boy put him on, right? The boy, L.A. Ron, right? Shout out to L.A. Ron. He put him on, right? He did that, right? He the one who did that, right? So he don't want to disappoint because he just do what he supposed to do in front of Gumby. And the cold thing about it, he's been sitting in front of the homie all this time, right? And I think that's why Gumby feel astonished too. The fact that you talk to me all this time and then you sit up on the couch and pop that shit about me with this dude. Like, I think that can kind of like rub it too, because he said, yeah, you sat on the couch and you pop that hot shit. So it's kind of like, I'm talking to you for a year about this shit, we talking, and then all of a sudden, who shot on the couch, this dude, he, you know, and you can already tell that he got Kunta in check because how Kunta act. Kunta act different around L.A. Ron. When he ain't around L.A. Ron, he shadow boxing, he got this orange on. When he around L.A. Ron, he's cripped out. He push Hoover to the fed when he ain't, right? But when he around L.A. Ron, he gotta push Crip because that's his connection with L.A. Ron. This is Crip. This is how he showed his loyalty. This is how he showed his commitment to L.A. Ron. Crip first. Crip first. But us, we push Hoover first. We Buster nigga that they got going, nigga. We from the H, nigga, on Hoover. We on the Buster niggas. Hoover, we on the march. That's what we on. We ain't even on that. Niggas been. Bro, it's enough we go to jail and gotta fight the fucking everybody. The police, the enemies, the SAs, the white boys. And it's like, damn, we got too much going on. So a nigga don't be trying to cause that friction within itself. But if it happen, it is what it is, bro. I hope. Don't expect for me not to be a lion in a lion's den. Like, that's crazy. I ain't about to be fooled on hope. If it's three of us in that motherfucking lion den, I'm gonna be another lion. I'm not gonna be the fool. Fuck, is you crazy? I hope I'm not coming out. I'm not coming out bloody and none of that shit. Somebody gotta be the fool. If it's three people in the lion den, three objects, and there's two lions and food, I bet you I'm gonna be a lion. Hope I might get on the other lion for the food. It depends on how hungry I am. I don't know, but I'm saying it's like these niggas be. What really fucked me up with the homies and what pissed me off, it wasn't even about the whole situation. It was more of the fact like he left us, bro, and allowed himself to act like that, to in these ways that I didn't really understand. Like, that was my whole thing. But I want to see. Hey, shout out to the homies. Shout out to everybody on this motherfucker on Hoover. Let me see. Northbound Media. Shout out to them. I don't know who that is though. I don't know who y'all is. I know the regulars, the lows. But I want to hear what's his name get on the boy, man. I want to, cause I heard. He like the only one I see, but look, this is my thing though, right? You know what pisses me off about this shit though too, Hebrew, and the chats, you feel me, Cash? What pisses me off about this video, right? It's the fact that you see how much energy a nigga got for the homie, but these niggas ain't got the energy for this nigga Tune. Like, I seen Percy threatening to talk shit, oh bitch ass nigga Tune, ooh, beat his ass, right? They talk shit about but that's how I know it's a game about Gumby. Like, they just popping it. Because why you don't get on this nigga? It should have been like OG Percy crashes out on Tune and slapped the shit out of him for playing with Hoover. You feel me? For starting up this chaos. Like, somebody should be slapping that nigga for playing with the game, bro. On Verge. Like, for even sticking your business, your shit in our business, bro. And I'm saying that because, okay, look. On Hoover, I don't know Lil Shug. Shout out to them. Shout out to the Shugs, bro. On Hoover. I don't know Lil Shug. I know Baby Shug for sure. That nigga in the hole. Right, but look. My whole thing was, why that niggas ain't got that energy for this square nigga who started this shit? Why you ain't talking about slapping this nigga in his mouth? Why y'all niggas didn't get on him? You nigga person, you nigga nice. Nigga get up on here laughing and cheesing and shit, okay? I can't say nothing about Gumby, bro, on Hood. If I could, I'ma speak my mind about his ass too if he did some weird shit like that and kicked up some shit, right? But I can't really say too much about Gumby because Gumby is the one who told the nigga Real Toon not to put it out, and this nigga put this shit out. So it falls back on the homies for even allowing him to even talk, period. But I'm saying though, for everyone that's on here and said Real Toon, it was bashing, talking about they gonna beat his ass, he a bitch, and person them sitting down after knowing what he did, I'm saying why ain't nobody pressing that nigga? I'm on your ass too because you're the one who I know that this dude told don't let that shit go out and you still put it out knowing the situation because when somebody get at you and they telling you don't put something out, you think you have something valuable. Ooh, I got something good. First thing a regular nigga gonna do is keep it. If somebody tell you don't put something out, then you know for sure that this shit is good. You know it's something valuable, it's something valuable. Have some substantial evidence or some facts up in here to where a nigga like, you feel me? Okay, boom. But why niggas didn't slap this nigga, bro? I hope y'all supposed to slap that nigga for being wrong too. Nigga, you wanna instigate. We ain't gonna put you on the set. We gonna slap you or sock that nigga. And I'm not saying that Real Toon won't go for that and allow that. But what I'm saying is though, when you up here threatening, but you sit down with him playing and laughing, that's the shit that got me pissed off.
Who you hire matters. The Richard Harris Law Firm.
They said earning any degree would keep.
They up here laughing with the nigga, acting like they tripping, nigga.
A cyber.
Come on, bro.
I want that. This is what I like about being in my courtroom in my jurisdiction. Hey, stop that, hold on. In my jurisdiction right now, this ain't the Gumby trap. We don't just stay in order around.
You're not gonna do me like you did.
Hey, Real Toon, there's some real money in the room.
You taking me to court? I'm not taking you to court.
It's good work. Goddamn, how y'all doing today? Today's Real Toon in the wrong OG Festival. Today I am the one goddamn me in charge for the main. I'm the judge pressure right now. Y'all know my court. OG pressure show no more. Today we have Real Toon in court. He showed up for the subpoena. I ran a speedy trial on the murder. He failed to appear, so he was arrested and brought in.
Man, slap that nigga. You popping all that old metaphor shit. Hey, look. Shout out to Toon too though, and I hope I ain't gonna lie, right? I fuck with Real Toon. I can't say nothing bad about Real Toon. I ain't finna bash Toon like I don't fuck with Toon. I fuck with Toon, but I stopped fucking with Toon when I seen that Toon did the weird shit, bro. I'm like, I ain't like that, bro. On Hova, I ain't really like that shit too much. And I got a video with Gumby on the phone group on that nigga about the shit too, for sure. You know what I'm saying? But that's Gumby footage, so I'm not gonna never put out nothing that the homie got. You know what I'm saying? It's just for insurance because the nigga you own you about the situation. Nigga, what is you doing? You know what I'm saying? They had some little guidelines that they were talking about. Well, what the heck? Why would the homie want that motherfucker? It's groovy. Yeah, that nigga's a hoe. Look, he.
You know, man, we don't goddamn me. We get straight to the point, man. Right now they be saying that you a starter, you're a problem in the street, you're a pause, and you're a germ. I'm here to prove them wrong. When you come to my court, everybody knows my court has nobody's value.
No, that's real. Hey,
we don't let them leave without them.
that's real shit though, right? That's my approach to all the homies, bro. I don't have no situation with the homies, bro, because I've been there. Like, if I had a problem, I would have got off that night. But it wasn't that type of, the homie said what he said, was fired up. When it cooled down, it was that. So, you know what I'm saying? My whole thing is, though, it was never to bash Percy or Kunta. They just shocked me. By me being my age and seeing these niggas and knowing that they represent Hova and they represent something that I am, it kind of like upset me and bothered me, bro, because I'm thinking that now that we got this light, you know, the homies can find a better way to recital, bro. The recital, the conversation that they having, bro. Like on Hova, like I don't like the way that they reciting this shit, bro. On Hova, like they hold the way, like the whole dialogue, like the whole aggression inside their voices, bro. The homie, I understand because he's been there. He said what he said and he stood on business. But anything that night should have stood that night, and then those who's you shouldn't let nobody further press your buttons, put their foot on your neck, make you feel tough. Nah, I don't like that, bro. Like, you feel me? But at the end of the day, right, nigga ain't got a problem with Percy like that. Nigga can always holler at Percy. Percy did a video about me, bro, a month or two ago. Look it up, Triggerbird. Percy cried some Triggerbird, but he said something about me. and I didn't even bite on it, right? You know what I'm saying? I didn't bite on it, but that was to let me know that he wasn't willing to embrace a conversation because I was talking to the homie Boo. And Boo was like, man, damn, I want to holler at him. Boo wanted to holler at Percy. You feel me? And Boo is someone that calls me. Boo is my boy. Boo ain't listen to nobody that they talk about it. This nigga my boy, bro. He called me. Like, I can hear the shit right now. Somebody that talks to him, you feel me? His folks will relay that message. He'll tap in, what's up, little bro? You know, that's my boy, bro. We got a very good relationship. So I'm explaining to Boo what's going on, and Boo like, damn, I want to holler at the homies, but it wasn't never to trip. It was just to educate on, he got a book, right? And I seen Percy always throwing up this Crip book. So my thing is, though, if you got this Crip book, why don't you go invest in a Hoover book? So when you like, all right, when you got religious dudes, right? Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. When you got the Quran, don't you want to read the Bible? Or no, like you don't want to read nothing from the Bible, you just want to read one Bible? Like I would believe that you want to read both books. So if you going around talking about this book right here, this Crip book, this everything I need to know right here, and you from Hoover, why don't you say, I got a live homie right now named Boo. I don't have to wait till he dead to praise him. We don't have to wait till Boo dead to say he a nigga. He's alive right now, bro. And we can call him and he can talk to you and tell you about the book that he wrote. Hey, this book can probably save lives out there, right? If y'all push it the right way, because understand, they using y'all niggas right now because Texas is the biggest state, California, I'm gonna get back to the video too. California, I wanna make this point right there. Texas is the biggest state, California the biggest state. So they could find some way to have y'all feuding, and then 607 got the whole Midwest. They could find a way to make y'all feud. They covered the whole world on y'all political bullshit. So come on, bro. That's how I think, bro, and that's how I'm looking at it. Like, damn, like, if you really look at it, like, so my whole thing is, man, get your whole knowledge, and when the whole world looking at us, put on the show, bro, but don't put on these type of show. Let niggas know niggas is articulate, niggas ain't crazy. We don't gotta go back and forth. Hey, you can have your opinion, I got my opinion, but we ain't gotta kill each other and shoot each other, all because you feel the way you feel, I feel the way I feel. And I'm not talking about the politics, I'm talking about just opinions. Because now, one thing about Hoover, we have so many strong opinions, everybody wanna seem like what they saying is just gold. Nigga on Hoover, you like every other nigga in the world, you got opinion. When it comes to the politics, it's what it is. But when it comes to opinion, we gotta learn to respect each other's opinions. And I don't think the homies ready for that. Because they feel like, oh, if you ain't a local, you ain't no nigga in the set, you can't say shit. And if you ain't did no buster shit, marked off the game and shit like that, then you really can speak on whatever the fuck you want to when it comes to it. You just got your opinion, bro. Oh, we just know where you stand. And I respect the nigga that tell me his opinion so I can know where he stand at. The fuck? Fuck all that. I want to know where a nigga stand.
Yes. We get the message and everything. That's what my court is about, getting the message, not entertaining the message. But right now, we gotta entertain the mess to get the message. And Tone is the one being called for the mess. I looked at a lot of things they say you didn't give them. I'm glad you know how to. I want to think this is what I like about being in my courtroom, in my jurisdiction. Hey, stop happening. In my jurisdiction right now, this ain't the Gumby trap, you know? We stand all around.
You're not gonna do me like that.
That's right, too. You get here too good. When one man is talking in this courtroom, he finished, then you talk. That's how we conduct ourselves. That gets a good trial and everything. That means, I want to interrupt. I would never interrupt you, but you'll talk. You understand? I ain't saying the gaffer with you. No, just the gaffer might jump in every now and then, but I'll be a never. You know that no right now? I'm gonna let me two minutes raw out.
You ain't making a point.
I don't hold on. I said what? Don't make me break this goddamn.
Let me get my shit right real quick. He acting like he pressing, bro, but I don't know, man. Y'all think he pressing? Y'all Percy pressing that nigga? Or y'all think he fake? He put the fake press on that nigga, man. I think he put the fake press on that nigga. We not gonna talk. Nah. I think he went back and looked at some Gumby videos. He went back and looked at some videos. He trying to get at that nigga like Gumby got at Adam, but he ain't got the full court press. Like, hell no. They gotta be like, look, nigga, that fake ass press. That's why I was like, nah, you got like, nah, nigga. You did some bullshit, bro. The homie asked you, let me see, I gotta see, I gotta see. And the cool thing about it, you know, I can't bash him because I ain't seen it, but I would like for him to see. I would like for him to press that nigga and let him know, nigga, from what we seeing, nigga, the homie told you don't do that. Now you got us at odds, nigga, and still fuck that nigga. But nigga, I'm on you, cause you right here. I wanna see that. I wanna get that nigga no breather. Like, I want like a hard H press, like nigga. You feel me? I see how he press. What's the name, bro? And he ain't really press. Got loud with Kunta because too strong state mindsets and nobody wanna listen, right? So it's like I wanna see. I wanna see him like, look, nigga, fuck all that. You playing with the gang, nigga. You know, and look, I ain't got an issue with Tune. Real Tune always been groovy with me. I just talked to that nigga like 2 weeks ago, like a week ago, matter of fact, Gummy, right? When they did that interview. So, but I didn't know a lot of shit with Real Tune that he revealed until I pressed him online, on here, and he revealed how he started. I never knew how he started. I just knew that he released the footage with and honestly, I thought it was the footage at the barbershop. I thought it was the footage at the, the shit wasn't that with Pakistan. And I don't know, you know what I'm saying? From what I'm hearing, he did a video before that with what's his name? I forgot this dude's name, man. One of the homies, HIP. I forgot his name, man. J-Dub, I think. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. His name J-Dub. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm back on that.
I want that. This is what I like about me.
Let me go with the fake press. Let's go to the fake press you talking about. Cause they go.
And no, look, I've been dealing with John. I ain't been dealing with Tune. Tune can be, I deal with Pastor Tune and John sometimes. Real Tune, sometimes his guitar string break. He lose tune. But anyway, and I learned one thing. Oh, Tune started shit.
Let me go back. My bad.
Real Tune. No, well, I've been dealing with John. I ain't been dealing with Tune. Tune can be really, I deal with Pastor Tune and John sometimes. Real Tune, sometimes his guitar string break. He lose tune. But anyway, and I learned one thing. I'm not the biggest star in the world right now. Because that ain't what I entertain. He asked me the question, I answered. Some of the questions he didn't ask me got me in trouble. Why? Because the way I answered. People don't understand it. He asked the question, it's the response that's started. Oh, don't start shit. Don't start when you're the one answered the question. But that's all I got to say to him. Defense. He gonna have to go through this or that himself. But for him to be in court for starting charges, now it's in front of the camera, just starting shit, not behind the camera. That's all I got to say to the judge. And I turn it back over to the district attorney. All right?
I believe that too. I believe that it's remember that Tune do his research because he was anxious to look. Real Tune was anxious to figure out what happened to the homie that got killed because he liked the dude, bro. He liked the dude. Let's be real. This ain't about nobody starting shit. It's about Real Tune wanted to get to the bottom of it because he liked the little dude he interviewed that got killed. And he wanted to show some type of love. But as he goes showing love to different hoopers, he realized that there was two different things. So he kind of brought light to that. Let's be real. Did nobody go around to every hooper said and say, what y'all push? What y'all got going? Did nobody even know until they got in front of that camera, bro, and he produced that video. That's all that was. You feel me? That's what it is, bro.
Well, Tune, we don't know what your attorney just said. We got nothing to do with
My
that.
live skipping?
You just start. According to
Let me know my live skipping.
right now, we're gonna give you a couple of minutes to address the first case you've been charged with. Start.
Hey, look, and that's what I was saying, bro. This is what I went back. I said, bro, I'm gonna start the video, right? This when I went back when I said that motherfuckers be out here, like we gotta, like it's how we respond is how they're gonna entitle it, right? So if you can find any friction, of course you're gonna do that. That's their job. It's called clickbait. You know what I'm saying? You can find a good title to make a motherfucker click on it and a good thumbnail, of course you're gonna do it. That's the point. But my whole thing is not about that, bro. The nigga gotta start, the nigga gotta really start like being responsible, but also have, see yourself with the narrative you want to push out there. Just be answering to some questions and then getting yourself in some bullshit, bro. It's not a situation. At the end of the day, he brought light to something we didn't even know about until he came in the picture. That's all I'm saying. And y'all let me know if I'm wrong with something, bro. Let me know if I'm wrong. But if y'all think that real tool when it came in the picture with that video, y'all think that this would have been a situation right now? Just let me know. Like, no answer questions, none of that, right? No questions being answered. I'm talking about if the homie that he interviewed didn't die, and he has a type of liking to him and wanted to be around more Hoovers and figured out that, damn, these Hoovers are different from these Hoovers, and we didn't drop that video, do y'all think right now people would have knew about what's going on? That's all I'm saying, you feel me? Let me know that. That's how I look at it.
How do you respond to putting false information across the internet as far as, I'm not gonna say Hoover business, gang business?
Gang shit. Gang shit. I fuck with you.
I never said anything false, never did anything false. Anything false that might have came out of my mouth came because that's what somebody told me.
That's first guy ran into him, you know what I'm saying? That's how he met.
And he's from LA. He's actually
He was born in Louisiana, you know what I'm saying? But he got ties, you know what I'm saying? You know, Big Will, OG Will from up there in the West Coast, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But he, you know, plus from Louisiana.
he was a little homie when he was in
Tucks.
So I don't know if this Kunta right here, when Kunta was young, but Kunta was kind of swagged out when he was young. Okay, Kunta. He had that, that's Kunta, y'all tell me if that's Kunta, man.
right? So as far as the gang business go or the Hoover business go, I've been covering this for 5 years. This is something new. LA is just now getting involved. You know, 35 years later, according to some. But I've been covering this for the last 5 years, right? I've been involved for 5 years, since 2020, since the death of J-Dub.
That's the name.
In February of 2020.
Shout out to J-Dub, man. Drop the oranges in the chat for sure, bro. This the young man I was talking about. That I said I couldn't get his name right, man. This is J-Dub right here. This is how Tune kind of got into this. And shout out to Tune on Verge for even taking the time and want to get the homie life on camera before he passed away, because we wouldn't be talking about him right now, bro, if he didn't capture these moments. So, you know, J-Dub did do something in the midst of it. Whether we like it or not, J-Dub he opened up he didn't even know. He didn't even know. He probably don't even know. But J-Dub just opened up a whole realm of communication with homies. And it's not gonna be no weird shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how, you know what I'm saying? Niggas gotta find a way to articulate these situations a little better, that's it. But J-Dub opened up a door because a dude found a liking to him, bro. So shout out to J-Dub on Hova, on Mars, he did that.
Since the death of all the people who I came to know while working in Fort Worth, since all of my little partners who I was interviewing, who I got a name up, then died in the jail. And so now I'm wondering, how did this game back?
And that's why I say, I didn't know that about him though, you feel me? So that's another thing we learning, you know what I'm saying? So these are some partners he grew up with, and these dudes end up being Hoovers or whatever, you feel me? And I guess they was doing this shit together, and it just sparked to this. And like I say, whether what it sparked to, it's always gonna come to some negativity, bro. You know what I'm saying? Homies right now, how niggas gonna put it together.
And stuff even come here in the first place. This is how
Yeah, that's young Josh, I think.
Regardless of what he was known for, how he was dressed, I couldn't help but wonder, what is it about this that would allow who was essentially a 16-year-old boy to be stretched out in front of someone's yard, wearing black gloves, his shirt wrapped around his head, and a red flag in his back right pocket?
This is how I met Evil Blood. This is how I met Trent Rose. This is not the writer. This is how this came to be.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Am I catching yet? That's
You know what? Let me see where we at. That might have been Josh, bro. Look. I think that was Josh, bro. The way he talking, that's Josh.
it might have came out
That's
of
not
my
Josh.
came because that's what somebody told me.
That's the first guy we had too. You know what I'm saying? That's how we met.
And he's from that.
That's Josh, bro.
Outside town, outside city. At least I took some.
Hold on, cuz.
So as far as the game,
Hold on, cuz. He told Gubby, hold on, cuz. That's Josh.
that's
I'm
why.
not gonna label that him, but I'm not gonna lie, it sound like him, it look like him. If you take that bucket hat off and them glasses, I'm pretty much sure. It's just the fact he throwing me off with the braids and the goatee. So now he just straight bald headed, bro. Right there, he still got the booty face. You know what I'm saying? He still got the booty face, but he got glasses on and a bucket hat and some braids. So he kind of look like a hip hop Kermit.
That's why I'm here. I just wanted to figure out how the gangs come to Texas.
Only nigga.
Cross, and me and you have talked about it several times over the HGC versus HCG. I didn't know it was that big of a deal. So I went to California and I went down Hoover Street and learned and enjoyed my time there. It was actually a good time, good experience.
Hey, real tune, real money in the room. This is a special occasion on today. You know, I'm usually not in front of the camera. I hopped in front of the camera. This is Inside the Hoovers. Can we call it that? Inside the Hoovers with Solo Descendants out of Houston, Texas. You know what I'm saying? And the legendary OG Gumby.
What's the deal, folks? So welcome to the 90s, first and foremost. You know what I'm saying?
Ran out 7 years, 19 years, 75 years,
That nigga ugly as a motherfucker. I'll be ugly,
After I left California,
Okay, shit.
there was a discrepancy in which I was confused about. What happened when it came from Shreveport to Fort Worth to where things got switched around? It's been HGC or like
HGC.
Has it ever been HCG?
No, we the only who guys here in Shreveport. The only ones in the whole world.
Right.
In Shreveport period. We the only ones. 5 who guys crew.
Right.
You know, CG ain't none of that going on.
And so I went to Shreveport, Louisiana.
Okay.
That's all I did. I did my due diligence from what I was told. People like Darwin, people like C-Man, people like you. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm told. I've been down Betsy and Hattie. I've been down these streets to where it's like, okay, I've experienced Hooverland for myself. Let me go to the origins. This is what they're telling me. And I did that. And now people are upset with me because I went and I conducted an interview and they spoke their truth. What people don't know, and this is where I got things messed up, is what people don't know. I put Kuntha on the phone, Duke on the phone with some of the older homies out of Shreveport, and they apologized for how their message came across. And we tried to get them to come down here before everybody got on the internet.
On the road.
Now you see Kuntha in interviews, oh, Real Tune is Snake. He's not saying that. He's not saying Real Tune was trying to bring things together, put some peace in place, and he took it to the internet with Gumby.
And that's what I was saying, bro. Before he said anything, that's all I was saying. All that shit was off the internet until whatever happened, right? It was happening. It could have still been behind the scenes, niggas ain't got to talk about. Kuntha took it there when he went back and made all these videos, bro. That's the shit that no matter what went on, y'all been talking already. You already had to understand it. It ain't like you just popped up on the scene with Gumby, nigga. So you already like, oh, this nigga wanna play? So you trying to find your moment, bro. And that's what made this is fucked up. Like, you feel me? You said you ain't catch it? All right, so on what part? He basically talking about how he put all the homies on the phone together, right? And but to be behind the scenes, this is how they all start talking and shit. So at the point where him and Gumby sat down, And Gumby blew up on that nigga about the nigga from East Coast. This is where, mind you, after that we was all together. We did 2 podcasts together. We was chilling. We was cool, nigga. We stayed there for like an hour, like probably like 2 hours later. They asked for a ride. We took him home. He hit me up. He just hit me up like a week before that interview drop. Asked for the homie number. Checked on me. You feel me? On Hoover, I got the message. Hope you groovy, bro. I'm saying mine to you. Don't let you feel me? Not even knowing he gonna get on the internet on some crazy shit. So for me to reach out to you and consistently thinking that it's cool, like okay, boom, your vibe was cool. You was quiet, but you didn't strike retarded. I hope I didn't know you was retarded. Like I didn't know you were kind of slow, and that's probably why I thought the homies just rubbed you the wrong way and you wasn't gonna talk. So you like boom, but you been respectful. You groovy. I hope I'm not alright, but I hope he wasn't. I don't know scary shit like standoffish and shit like that. It was just. And she was still imputing, talking, you know what I'm saying, how he was doing, but it wasn't no, he trying to be combative. Every time a nigga say something, he trying to cut a nigga off, he trying to, like, challenge. It wasn't none of that. So that's why when he got on the internet, I'm like, damn. I'm like, shit, I guess, you know, internet is a cold place. And I guess this is where he at. This is where we at right here.
Betsy and Hattie, I've been down on the
hard.
streets to where it's
bro.
like, okay, I've experienced Hooverland for myself. Let me go to the origins. This is what
I gotta look at that. I can't believe. That's one of my favorite
and
songs
now
right
people are
now.
upset with me
Can't believe.
because I went and I conducted an interview and they spoke their truth. What people don't know, and this is where I got things messed up, is what people don't know is I put Kunta on the phone, Duke on the phone with some of the older homies out of Streetport. And they apologized for how their message came across. And we tried to get them to come down here before everybody got on the internet. Mm-hmm. Now you see Kunta in interviews, oh, Real Tune the Snake. He's not saying that. He's not saying Real Tune was trying to bring things together, put some peace in place. And he took it to the internet with Gumby, and he got played by doing that. But he took it to the internet after we had an opportunity to bring peace. So I'm saying that to say is that my intentions was.
And I'm not gonna lie, that really make a lot of sense because for him to be so understanding and humble and get there and then get on the internet and act, I can see that, bro. Tune, but I'm thinking that Tune has some other type. I don't know yet, but I'm thinking that Tune got some other type of footage. But this what it was just with the homies. But the thing is though, I don't know in what order that he showed the homies. I don't know if he showed the Duke shit first, and then when he showed the other homies in Texas, and then they like, nah, nigga, we got ACG down here, and that's where it went bad. They making it like the order was the other way. So I don't know at what point, that order mean a lot because that lets you know who responded first.
Simply to put out was to simply figure out how the gangs get here, and that's what we figured out.
Good question.
Can I get you to make, hold on.
Good question.
Can I get you to make I statements? In our courtroom, we make I statements. You know what an I statement is? Not eyeball. We make I statements. That means make a couple of I statements, then we can go back to some rather than justifying. I statement tell me what you went wrong. I went wrong when I did this. I did wrong when I said this. I made a mistake by doing such and such. So can you make a couple of I statements?
The only thing that
just a couple.
Saying that.
No. God damn it. We want you to take accountability. Just make a couple of I statements.
Take accountability for what?
Whatever you
for
think.
Stuff?
No, for whatever you think, I made it wrong.
And that's the thing though. He don't think he did, and I think that's the thing that I think that's wrong right there with Real Tune. He don't understand the accountability of what he did. If you got the tape, nigga, and a homie telling you not to put it out, why did you put it out? Come on, bro. On Hoover, that's just what it is. Like, yeah, I understand your intentions, but if someone telling you don't do this because it's gonna start something and still go out, what was your intention with that? What was your something out that somebody told you don't put out? So you gotta ask yourself that. Like that went back to what I said earlier. If I tell you don't put something out, that means that there's something in there that contains a valuable piece of information. So most likely, people gonna hold on to it or they gonna sneak you in and drop it. Not very few gonna delete that shit. Motherfuckers ain't gonna, you feel me? So that just let you know that he knew he had some value by dropping it when he dropped that shit.
That's it. He just
was not speaking up sooner and letting people speak for me. Because the reality of the situation is there was nothing wrong with, yeah, like the tone, you might not like how they presented the information.
Good work.
If I say, no, this was HGC, that's his truth. That's the history. I can't make up history. I can't change history.
Objection.
You told me I statement.
Right, objection.
And I'm telling you what I can't do.
Good work.
This is what I can't do. I'm just a person. I'm a journalist. Now,
I may have.
I don't like where I went wrong was that there was information in Fort Worth that some of the big homies didn't know.
Let's go.
That they told me, and I took it down there and I presented it as I was told.
That's what you shouldn't do.
Duke came and corrected my perception on certain things, like where did the blue and gold come from? You know what I'm saying? And he thoroughly broke it down to me. It was supposed to be to where he was able to break it down to the world, which I suppose he did that. So that was the only thing I did wrong. But again, that's not I took what, even in my video, I played references. I had it to where this is what I was told. You see what I'm saying? So I think a lot of people were embarrassed. And that wasn't my intention at all. Like I said, my intention was to figure out how it got here.
Can you say this?
I think I did figure it out.
Go.
And I'm gonna tell you,
Okay.
I believe that us Texans were duped. We were fooled, we were misled by people from California.
You mean as a hoodwink, then?
We were bamboozled for the purpose of them drugs. They came down here as drug dealers, and then what they did was they put down 15, 16, 17-year-olds, 12-year-olds with cricket.
Okay.
Right? This is what they did, for the most part. You know, some came from their family members. They were here to sell drugs.
Let's go.
When people like Boot Nose, Billy Ray Maddox, you know what I'm saying? Bobby Wayne Reed, when these people went to jail and got arrested, that created an opportunity for people from California to come in with their drugs and they sold them.
Okay.
Right? And so my thing is, they didn't come down here to spread their culture. They came down here to spread their drug enterprise, and that's what they did.
Once again, I feel like
That's what they did, and then they left. And they left.
Okay.
And they left.
Let's go.
And they left. They left these young people
Let's go.
with.
That's where.
They left these young people to fend for themselves
Let's go. Hurry up.
with no
Get in
guidance,
there.
and they took it and they made it into what they made it into. So I never said that Fort Worth was wrong for how they did. They did what they did, and that's what they did, and that's how they did it. I'm not speaking. I never spoke on that.
Got a point.
Found out what's going wrong.
I never spoke on that.
I found out we found out what's going wrong. We just found out what's going wrong. We just found out what happened. That's what happened, y'all. Thank you for taking the tune. We'll call you back to the stand in a minute. Can you bring John? We'll call John to the stand next. And then I call Pastor. I see you brought a couple people with you for evidence. Cool. I see what happened to Tune. He got 3 people he got to bring to get on the stand. That was Tune. We heard enough. We found out what's going on. It's like being in deep cover. When you go undercover, you become a detective. Some detectives are told to hit the weed. Some detectives are told to go get what they can get inside the situation till they wouldn't get caught up in it. I feel like real Tune had dibbled and dabbed in the sauce a little bit. And what I mean by that, the more that he found out, the more he got concerned. The more he found out, the more he had.
I know you.
The more he found out, the more he started getting into his feelings. I'm really finding out what's really going on. He's now starting getting into the problem with the gang culture and figuring out the problem. But as being a journalist, all you can do is ask the questions. You can't solve the problem. You understand me? But he see the problem now. We just heard the thing in Tune on the stand just then.
Percy called. My bad, my shit. See how Percy doing though? Percy called. Percy get him to break it down. I like how Percy did that though. I ain't gonna lie. Percy made that nigga break it down to his truest core, man. Hold on, let me see. Let me see. Percy got him to break. Hey, Percy broke that nigga down like a 64. You hear me? He broke him down like a Chevy. I'm hoping he broke him down like a straight pound of some fire weed. broke him down to apes. You hear me? What you, and then what? So we know, I know for sure how I feel about the situation. Like he said, the boy died, and when the boy died, and he dug more and more, the more and more he knew. The thing, only problem I got with Real Tune is when you had the footage and somebody told you like, damn, that's gonna be kind of like a problem, you shouldn't do it. You still decided to do it, bro. That's the only problem with you. So it's not about why they got down there. It ain't about this and that, right? How do you think they got down there? Because even though you've been thought that, I think that this is not nothing that you just made up right now. And you can't say Hova niggas, because that's the case. The dude that you saying is like, I don't know what y'all, you feel me? And the only dudes that said that they were selling dope and shit like that down there that y'all heard was, what's his name? L.A. Ron. Look at L.A. Ron shit. He talked about it. He talked about how he got down there. He talked about him doing all this shit. Selling dope and shit, him and so he named a few dudes, whatever. So he kind of piggybacking off of L.A. Ron shit because L.A. Ron spoke on how he sold dope out there too and shit, and how he did it. And this is what L.A. Ron interview. Go check his interview out. He talked about this shit when he sat down Real Tune, his last one. So, but he got this nigga to break it down like a 64.
Looking to sell your app.
I still ain't heard Real Tune say why he released that footage that the homie told that nigga not to release.
Choosing the right buyer matters. Hi.
That's the only thing
That created
I wanted to kind of
opportunity
elaborate on.
for California to come in with their drugs and they sold them.
Okay.
Right? And so my thing is, they didn't come down here to spread their game culture. They came down here to spread their drug enterprise, and that's what they did.
Once again, I feel like
You never spoke on that.
we found out.
Guidance, and they took it and they made it into what they made it into. So I never said that Fort Worth was wrong for how they banged. They did what they did, and that's what they did, and that's how they do it. I'm not speaking. I never spoke on that.
We just found out what's going wrong.
I never spoke on that.
We found out what's going wrong. We just found out what's going wrong. We just found out what happened. That's what happened, y'all. Thank you for tuning. We'll call you back to the stand in a minute. Can you bring John? We call John to the stand next, and then I call Pastor. I see you brought a couple people with you for evidence. Cool. I see what happened to him. He got 3 people he got to bring. To get on the stand. That was we heard enough. We found out what's going on. It's like being in deep cover. When you go into cover, you become a detective. Some detectives told to hit the weed. Some detectives go inside the situation till they want to get caught up in it. I feel like Real Tune had dibbled and dabbed in the sauce a little bit. And what I mean by that,
y'all know what's crazy to me? Look, I don't know what he gonna say, but if it's y'all, it's me, right? Cause my brain think fast, right? You see how he said Real Tune dibble and dabbed in the sauce a little bit. Percy is an OG nigga. What he mean by that is you meddling in your business, admitted that you ain't got nothing to do. Real Tune dabbed on some. That's how you know Real Tune a young nigga. When he said that nigga dabbed as if he talking about some Migos shit. No, nigga, that wasn't no cool shit. He telling you nosy as fuck. You dibbling, dabbling in people's business. You hear me? That's what he trying to tell you. Period. You like, I think you dabbling in people's business.
when you go undercover, you become a detective. Some detectives are told to hit the weed. Some detectives are told to go get what they need inside the situation till they want to get caught up in it. I feel like Real Tune had dibbled and dabbed in the sauce. And what I mean by that,
he about to say too. Look. He said dibble and dab. He said dabbed in the sauce a little bit. That nigga too thought he was cool as a motherfucker. Look how Percy finna serve that nigga. Percy set him up with that one. Look.
the more that he found out, the more he got concerned.
Look at his face turn. Look at his face.
The more he found out, the more he started getting into his feelings. I'm really finding out what's really going on. He's now starting to get addicted to the problem with the gang culture and figuring out the problem. But as being a journalist, all you can do is ask the questions. You can't solve the problem. You understand me? But he's still a problem. We just heard Ang and Tune on the stand just did. They burned the drugs. They came here. They destroyed this. They destroyed this. They stepped on this, and they left. We in this business now. For the good thing.
Hey, that's so, bro. Percy so cold, bro. Percy set him up for it. Percy said, he said, he basically felt like, nigga, you so trying to be detective and trying to figure out the drugs and all that, and you mad about the drug shit. You didn't got lost in the sauce with the gang shit. Just like you wanted to figure out the guns, the drug shit so bad, right? You feel like that. Now we already know that you mad. Now you went into and got into some gang shit. That's how you set him up right now. Look, he cold. Okay, now yeah, nigga, you went for the gang shit. You talking about they left with the drug, and then you mad about that. But now your ass and got so caught up in trying to figure out some gang shit. This is a new discovery for you.
For the right reason. The good thing for the right reason. See, that's what happens when you get caught up in you know, when you're a real tune and you get caught in tune, people come in tune and tell you this is bullshit. LA. You know, and then, you know, I understand he got caught up. But one thing in this job too, you gotta be numb. I know it's hard to be numb to the truth when you're real. See, we're gonna keep the tune real around here. Understand me? And it's hard to be numb to the truth. You find that.
Well, big boxes. More food, more flavor. Only at Del Taco.
Get one unlimited Cox mobile line.
I don't blame
Free
her.
for a year when you bundle with Cox Internet for just $55 a month.
When patients are not caring for their lips, they become very painful.
To be wrong to the truth, and you find that.
Honestly, I don't even feel like nobody wrong. I feel like we talking about accountability. I feel like the homie's wrong for even. Well, I can't even say the homie's wrong, bro. But Toon still put that shit out there. But I can't say the homie's wrong for living in their truth, bro. Because if he asking him about something, but you still knew you was wrong from the beginning because you had certain questions he said he knew he wasn't supposed to take down there. That's like, oh, hold on. That's two things Toon did. That's two things that nigga Toon did wrong, bro. You took some information that you knew that you weren't supposed to ask at. You said that you knew you weren't supposed to ask, and you asked that. That's one thing. And the second was you still released a video that someone told you not to release. So that's two things.
That you was talking to him, the tough that he is in the streets. He the weak nigga in the streets. Y'all gotta excuse my church, I just speak. It's hard to be, you know, because these are things, and I have to give the real Toon management instead of just for taking the patience to find out what the problem was, because everybody else walked around the problem. Real Toon, how this is when it comes down to gang content. Who the spent their money to go to California? Who the spent their money to go to Louisiana? None of you niggas. Who the spent their money, their time, their life to find out the truth when nobody else took the time. But guess what? It's trying to find out the truth that know the truth. So help me God. It's turning me. Look, don't get mad at the nigga that's trying to find out the truth. Get mad at the nigga that's telling the story. Is he telling the truth? That's what you're supposed to figure out. God damn it. How you doing, John, brother John? I'm brother person. They told me to come on out here and holler at you about some situations that's going on in the community, brother John. They said, as a community activist, you've been trying to find out what's going on and what's really happening. You've been taking a lot of backlash lately here.
I have. And I believe I'm gonna take more. I believe I'm gonna take more because people are misled. I feel like the city of Fort Worth, the state of Texas, and people around the world have been misled by Los Angeles, California.
Can I ask you this, real John? By you trying to make people find out the truth, how bad is it costing you?
Oh man, it's costing me I've been banned from Fort Worth again. I've been banned here. I'm disliked there. I'm hated on the internet. But the truth of the matter is, people have been misled by gangs in order for the gangs to be able to sell their drugs. That's what they came down here for. They didn't come down here for any good intentions. Don't nobody put you on just to put you on. People put you on to get their way, right? To get their way.
But damn, though, my whole thing is damn, Tune. But real Tune. And you my boy, right? I fuck with you. I don't know you like that. I always see you talk to the homie. I ain't saying you my boy like that. Like we just buddy, right? But what I'm saying is though, for you to be talking and you be kind of groovy and shit, that let me know, bro. I don't know what's wrong with these out of town niggas. Now I ain't trying to say nothing about no homies from out of town, right? But y'all gotta keep it solid, bro. Cause you gotta understand. It seemed like you throwing LA under the bus. You use us. Like, look, this is what you did, bro. At the fact of the matter, you J-Dub, rest in peace to J-Dub. I love that the fact that you did something for J-Dub and you dug into the Hoovers, you know what I'm saying? You did all that. I love the fact that you did all this shit, you know what I'm saying? Looking into the homies. But when you realized that J-Dub got clapped, right? What did that have to do with drugs and Hoover? What did that have to do with Hoover? J-Dub getting killed and you digging into Hoover information and spreading it out when people telling you not to do that have nothing to do with drugs or nothing like that, because what did J-Dub have to do with it? I don't know what J-Dub had to do with it. Like J-Dub, I don't think J-Dub was old enough to even, they should have been banging 35 years. J-Dub died, he died at 17 years old, bro. Think about it. J-Dub wasn't even old enough to even know the person to even do that. So how is he misled? Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't see where it, I understand you gang banging and then you see whatever, I get it, right? But my whole thing is why throw the homies under the bus and have all this information and still produce that? That we ain't got an LA nigga. You went to LA, you said you had fun on Hoover Street, you said you enjoyed yourself with LA niggas, but yet you threw LA under the bus, bro. How you throw us, you feel me? Come on, bro. How you throw us under the bus? Don't throw us, you threw the whole LA under the bus, bro. LA niggas came out there, not just Hoover, you threw the whole LA, came out there. What about the nigga LA Ron and them that was talking about that shit? Basically just threw all them niggas under the bus too. That's all I'm saying. The niggas coming out here with drugs ain't got shit to do with Hoover, bro. And the dude that recently died. Because you find out some recent information and I understand that he was misled. But how was he misled? Was he misled to gangbanging? Because that ain't got nothing to do with the gangbanging shit. If he died on just some drug shit, like, explain to me, like, I don't get it, like, because once it gets to here, it's a whole different, we don't care how it got here and what they was doing here. Obviously, they was getting away from what they was doing and they was taking care of their family. And if they taking care of their family, it's not on somebody like this to go investigate how a person was trying to get away from the gang culture. Yeah, they brought it out here. Gang gonna be everywhere that you want it to be. Gang banging gonna be anywhere that you decide to go because it's not just it's on you, it's in you. So you're gonna see people that's gonna wanna emulate. You feel me? They're gonna wanna emulate great art, whatever they feel that is. Now the manipulation, that's on each person. We don't know if the first person went down there that just was a gang banger trying to get away. He could have been on the run for some shit. He could have been on the run for a hot one and then had family down there and influence his family because nigga they just like the lifestyle and everything they seeing and it's just different ways. It's not to say new one. It's just different ways, bro, of how it could trickle down. Not everybody just out there on that, bro. Like, you feel me? I don't know. But end of the day, Tune, you got caught up in some shit and you throwing LA under the bus for some drugs. You saying that niggas use y'all for drugs, whatever it might be, yeah, that's fine. But if that's what you trying to find out or what you trying to find out about Hoover, that's two different things. You throwing LA under the bus about the drugs and then you in Hoover business. Like, what the fuck Hoover got to do? You should have been asking LA Ron then about that shit, because they the one talking about they brought creeping. That's who you should have been on. You shouldn't have been in Hoover business talking about they creeping ain't right and spreading shit with them after the homies asked you not to release that. And after you asked questions that they told you not to ask, and you acknowledge that these questions could have kind of got you in trouble though too.
And now you out here crashing out, believing in something that's for somebody you don't even know. You beefing with people from Truman Street, which is down the street. You know what I'm saying? Down the
what he's
street.
saying is real though.
15 minutes away over something that you don't even know the reason why you beefing.
But what he's saying is real though. You want to know about LA, but my thing is, you still release information though out there that could have been behind the scenes though, Tony. You did some good, but you did some bullshit. And you had an opportunity to change it based on the fact, just based on the fact that a nigga told you ahead, don't do it. That's all I'm saying. He got facts in there. What I'm saying though, with you knowing all the facts, you still had an opportunity to change it because you asked shit you wasn't supposed to be asking, and also you released shit you wasn't supposed to be releasing. So, if you know all this shit and feel all this, why release it?
So I'm trying to figure that out.
Are you so? Do you feel like you got too much emotionally involved? Sound like you're emotionally involved.
Because
You're the man behind the
I'm
camera.
a journalist. I got a message.
Yeah,
I got a message, and I figured out that
trying to take him
You know
down.
the truth now.
Yeah,
Do you feel like do you know the truth? You got your own opinion right now.
it's the truth. These are historical facts.
Okay,
That LA Ron, every time I've heard his name brought up in Fort Worth history, is brought up as a legendary drug dealer.
Okay.
I'm telling you, but
you got a problem with LA Ron?
That's crazy. That's what I was saying. And LA Ron said this out of his mouth. So this nothing that he said this on his. LA Ron admitted this on this guy's platform.
I got a problem with California coming down here to spread their drugs. After our grandfathers got locked up, they come spread their drugs. That shit hit the community. When our grandfathers were serving drugs, they were serving drugs at the juke joints. They were somewhere at the classic lady. They was at pool hall. They was what they called it in the glass key. You know, they were spread away from the community. They were away from the community. The mud alley. They were away from the community. When the California, they didn't care. They had no care, no recollection. And now the top ranking gang people, which a lot of people love, right? Like, because to be put down, to put so many people down, people gonna love you. Now, they are getting drugs from these Californian people and they're holding them in high regard. So you probably never met LA Ron, but you got a lot of respect for LA Ron, right?
Right, when you say that most dead, on time,
okay, I have a lot of respect for LA Ron.
And that's crazy. That's crazy. You know what's crazy with that situation? Like he said he never met LA Ron. He crashed out on Kunta saying, you sit next to a legend, who threw I love to be sitting next to him. So that made me damn, Percy. Was you just saying you let to be sitting next to him because you was hating on Kunta being next to him? That's what it come down to. I never knew that he never personally met this nigga LA Ron, but Kunta personally met him, and Kunta been next to him multiple times. So I can see where his hatred come out from Kunta. Like basically, LA Ron been sitting around Kunta, he favored Kunta, but Percy got his perception about Kunta, so he don't really feel like he deserved the spot that he's in. So now I can see where he don't even know. I thought this nigga know LA Ron. I thought he had a lot of encounter, right?
What I've heard from him. But the truth of the matter is this, he was a drug dealer and he came to spread his gang.
His power.
He didn't care about, he didn't do anything for the community. You've never heard of him doing anything for Fort Worth. I probably done did more for the youth in Fort Worth than he's done for the youth in Fort Worth. So my issue ain't with LA Ron, it's not with Gumby, it's with gangs period coming down here for the purposes of getting your drugs off, messing off our community, leaving, and now we got bullshit going on that we can't even understand.
And now we can't talk about it.
Yeah, we can't talk about it. And matter of fact, I'm looking at the interview with Coach, I'm like, dang, bro.
Shout out to LA Nina boy. I've already sit down. Shout out to LA. Where should I start? Melvin Farm. A good resume on my resume. Shout out to BJ the Bounty Hunter. I got a good resume when it comes to LA. Who was governor? I sat down with Melvin Farm, BJ the Bounty Hunter, and I there with Nina boy. Hot names in LA. I would like to add Gumby to the resume, but it don't.
Who is Nina boy?
The reason I'm here is to build, not just.
Who is Nina boy? Nina boy for me, right? Let me see. Nina boy. Let's see what Nina boy is. He comparing Nina boy to Gumby. Let me see. Who is Nina boy? Oh yeah, fuck no. He crazy as fuck. That nigga crazy motherfucker. Nigga, what the fuck is you talking about? You said I would eat a boy. Nigga, shut the fuck up. The fuck is you talking about? That nigga crazy motherfucker. He said I said I would, nigga. Nina boy is smooth, but Nina boy ain't got shit on Gumby. I'm just talking about like far like as shit. As a person, shit. I see Nina boy going through some shit online. Yeah, I see him.
Destroy nobody. Reputation, career, nothing. Gang banging means nothing to me. I'm 55 years old. That man
For
is 52.
sure.
If we can't get no community resolution and progress, we don't need to be going.
So,
It ain't nothing.
why do you feel like Gumby didn't want that? Because
He don't want that, because he's supposed to Kunta ain't nobody listening.
When Kunta came down there, they didn't hurt Kunta. They didn't do. I heard they gave Kunta a ride after the fact. He got a ride along by Gumby.
Kunta is
By Gumby. They did two more podcasts after that. So
See, this is facts. Just go back to what I said. I just said, we did 2 podcasts after that. And also, I gave that nigga a ride. So I don't even know where the issue come in at with Kunta when we gave that nigga a ride and fuck with him. And we never had an issue when we dropped that nigga off.
So I'm saying he did 2 more podcasts with him after that.
And he also said, what did I have to do speaking in the face of voting the fight? He said that.
After he said that, I would have knocked him out. If somebody tell me I'm gonna knock you out after this video done transpired, it's like, okay, I'm defending myself. He's not just dry coming at me.
I got my home off at home too. Yeah, what do you mean? I got my holes off at home too. You talking about it? I thought you got on there, take that shit off. You said who had who, right?
Gumby and Triggerbird.
Balls. Balls.
The Hoovers. They're Gumby.
The niggas. Quit putting Hoovers on these names. Quit putting Hoovers on these names. Hoovers, criminals, gangs, GC, like me, grown men. Grown men every one time too. That we do.
Then I heard that Gumby gave Kunta permission to talk about him on the internet because he felt bad for Kunta because of how things turned out.
See, after you the girls let him know I gave you some good dick.
That nigga Percy tripping, bro. He said, I dropped my bitches off too. I told, but listen, bro. Fat joke, right? I hope on some real shit. Nigga never a nigga never looked at the homie like that. Nigga never looked at the homie like a bitch. I never looked at him like less of a man. Cause I'm telling you, bro, exactly how it was. He came over there, he sat on the wall, slid down. When he slid down, I was talking to Groove. Gumby didn't really say too much to Groove. Gumby didn't say nothing to Groove after that like that. To the podcast, and afterwards they spoke a little, but they never talked about that. They never talked about the situation after. So that's why we was thrown back by it. So if he gave him permission to talk about him, you know, he probably feeling like, you know what, bro, we didn't have no issue afterwards. You know what I'm saying? I know you gotta defend yourself, but I don't think he thought that nigga was gonna go to the extent like that. Like I would knock that nigga out. Like Kunta just went and tried to go viral. Like he I did a good job, master, didn't I? They didn't think he was gonna do that. Like I don't think he thought. If he did get permission, I don't know. Gumby ain't never said that shit. I ain't heard Gumby say that shit. Cause I ain't talked to Gumby like a few days, but I ain't never heard him say, "Oh yeah, he gave permission like that." We never talked. I was more like, you feel me? I guess the homie see my shit, so he ain't never gotta talk about it, bro. Nigga, I feel shit. I guess you feel me? But it's like, nigga, it's just shocking, bro, with the whole situation. I don't like how Groove trying to make it seem like we felt like the homie was a bitch. It wasn't like he was a bitch. Because like I told you, he didn't have no bitch energy. He just didn't have the energy he had on the internet. That's what I'm saying. He had the same energy he had before he walked up in there. Same energy he had when he walked off.
I just tell him this did good. It make you look good. Y'all see how bad I just insulted that man's character? But I ain't here for that. I'm not here for the Gumby and Kuntas. Keep gumball and Kuntas and keep playing internet games. I'm here to build. We ain't two, ain't gonna get nowhere if we get stuck in this cycle.
I told Kunta I don't want him on my channel. I don't deal with fakeness.
Right. And
like if you'll get in front of Gumby, you'll get in front of Bob, you'll get in front of And mind you, regardless of who I have problems with, I still communicate with them. And it's like, you say I'm a snake in front of them, but you get in front of me, you calling Bob a snake, he set me up, now you right on this platform, bro. Shut up, man. You can't come over here to real tune. You can't come over here.
But Bob didn't set him up, though. Bob did not set him up. For sure, he didn't set him up because we knew for 2 days. Well, I didn't know I said country the first time. He said, or Tex said country. So he didn't set him up. He knew, and just like we knew Kunta was gonna be there.
For real talk. I don't want it. I'm cool on it.
Yeah.
I'm cool on it.
Keep your beat.
Please keep that, please keep that over there.
My nigga ain't gonna fall. He fall for something. He don't fall for
my
anything.
thing was, I was trying to work with Kunta in terms of building, not destroying. Right? In terms of, but I see people's intentions aren't pure.
Okay.
People want to be OG person.
Can I hear
You too busy trying to become the next OG person of Fort Worth.
Yeah, for real.
You so busy worried about his message.
For real.
You so busy worried about what God got for him that you can't even get what God got for you.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you really had an opportunity to have Shreveport come down here, go to Hoover Landing. They wanted to come down here.
That's some real shit. I ain't gonna lie. Toon said some real shit right there. I can't deny it. He said some real shit. Because that's what it's looking like with Kunta, you feel me? But also too, I still can't take away from the fact that all these niggas was carrying on crazy. The only nigga that I seen by far that ain't come on here and carry on crazy on the defender is this nigga Toon. He's speaking on how he feel. He ain't, you know what I'm saying? I just think that he fucked up by having the information, knew it wasn't supposed to be leaked and still allowed it to go. Shouldn't have did that. And also he was told about that video. That's my only thing with him, with Toon. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Anything else from here, that ain't my business.
Tap in. They trying to associate. They trying to really mess around, bro, with whatever they had going on. You got this opportunity, but you rather go down there and argue with Gumby then and say you wanted to fight after. Man, come on, man. Where's the building with that, bro?
Can I hear Bill right quick?
You called me at 6 o'clock in the morning. You called me at no.
I ain't gonna lie, he would have went viral too if he would have did that with the homies and made that right. Kunta would have kind of went viral, but he seen him getting to Gumby was more important, bro. And she got distracted. He got distracted, and what he should have did was, I ain't gonna lie, what Kunta should have did when that shit happened, Kunta should have also he shouldn't have responded like that. On Hoover, he shouldn't have responded. That nigga should have more stayed calm, said what he said, you know what I'm saying? Have a conversation with the homie on the side, but then still make that play happen. For sure.
No. You called me at 6 o'clock in the morning, and you called me with no assalamu alaikum. That's how you address me when you address me.
Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah, man, he's Muslim. You know he's a Muslim.
No,
I ain't no
Salam.
down here. I look at Kunta like a righteous. That's how he came to me.
You beat that.
That's how he came to me.
That's the game,
So I'm like, dang, I'm thinking you righteous, but you come to me.
Can you be the same way?
He talking about all these street politics, bro. I don't give a damn about what they talking about in the streets when you know the truth. When you know the truth, you speak the truth. It don't matter who you in front of.
Can I speak the truth?
Respect that.
I gotta speak the truth.
I can't respect that.
Can I speak the truth
I
too?
can't respect that.
I need to speak the truth right quick, y'all.
I can't respect that. People, it's either you gonna like truth or you gonna hate truth.
I need to speak
But it
the
ain't gonna
truth.
be no in between.
It ain't gonna be nothing.
I like that.
He don't got no.
I'm done with it.
Here's my truth right here. Gumby, this is to you. My bad. And the platoon, you know, that.
I ain't even trying to defend on me. I'm just
Hold
keeping it.
on, Gumby right now.
Okay.
Gumby, I let you turn cool till can I get Gumby?
I wasn't trying to turn.
Don't worry about that. You do what you want to do. I told you, y'all follow what you say when this camera come on. When you ain't behind, see, you're not behind the camera right now, too. You gotta realize that. So watch what you put in the atmosphere. You hear what I'm saying? Because you're not behind the camera right now. You understand me? You're in front of the camera. Don't come in front of the camera now. Hello? Appreciate you.
I feel bad.
Don't worry about it. Sometimes you gotta goddamn vent. Gumby, can we please have a sit down? See what I'm saying? See, I'm a real man, Gumby. You gonna have to sit on the side of me and find that out for yourself. I got much love for you, good people. I would love to sit down with you right here on Real Tune TV. If he can put that together, this ain't a setup. He ain't all gonna say this. That's point blank period. If I said anything to offend you, my brother, I apologize. How about that? That's number one. I'm man enough to say that right here in your face. I don't got no beef with you. It's much love to you, brother. One thing I ain't discouraged of. Please don't take my kindness for weakness. But I'm here to build and not destroy.
And that's the crazy thing about it. Now you got, and that's why you feel me? Shout out to that nigga Percy, bro, for that. You feel me? Just for Percy being able to be grown enough, bro, be a real man enough to be shut there and, you know what I'm saying, say that, you know what I'm saying? Because most niggas ain't gonna do it with a platform like him to apologize. You know what I'm saying? So they made it like the homie came down there, was so viral trying to politic on nigga and trip. That wasn't even the situation. Really, you see that the boy got in his feeling, bro, and got marked out and did the weird shit. It was weird. If you notice right, just be real, bro. on everybody's behalf, Kunta did some weird shit. With me, Kunta did some weird shit because I drove that nigga, talked to him. I texted him, you know what I'm saying, after. He hit me, asked for Gumby number. He trying to communicate and shit with me. He did some weird shit to Gumby by leaving, disrespecting him. He did some weird shit with Unc, disrespected Unc. He disrespected Bob. He went turned on Percy. He went turned on Toon. That's why I'm like, damn, like Kunta, you just like, then you really went against L.A. Ron. Because you allowed Gumby to say what he said about L.A. Ron. And now you acting like you just against Gumby because of what he said. Come on, bro, like that's what I'm saying. You could have pulled him to the side, went to the back of Unc's house in the grab. Unc got a big old nice house. See yourself, Unc got a big old nice house, bro, in Hoover. His house is nice, let's be real. Don't get it fucked up. Don't think you're gonna go to Unc's house and he's gonna be in some bullshit. Unc's house is nice, bro. So they could have went right there, big old backyard. It wasn't that serious. If not, we went cracking there, that's what I'm saying. So Kunta just did a gang of weird shit. And I feel like Kunta, you had a chance to do something right and be great and put yourself in, you know, in the right position by your response. But you rather go against everybody to go viral, bro. And that shit kind of crazy to me because now you're seeing that Percy willing to sit down with him. First, Percy was singing, this the tune that Percy was singing before. He was in the last video talking about some LA, this and that. We coming trying to push our bullshit politics. He ain't no motherfucking criminal, so we need to stay out of crip business and this and that. And he was pushing all this little narrative, right? Pushing all this little shit. This was what Percy was saying. Then he was talking about he gonna go, he need to sit down with Kunta, come together on some Texas shit, fourth word shit going against Gumby. Now he sat in front of Real Tune and Real Tune came with some facts. He going against Kunta and then want to sit down with the homie. But my whole thing is though, if as older homies before they do all this parading, why not sit down and have this state of mind now, bro? It's just easy as being open-minded. Like instead of crashing out on Kunta, say, oh, Kunta's some bullshit. He's gonna let me get on the internet. Nah, bro. You could have did this now, like sat down with Real Tune. All this shit could have really came out, like, and take what he did was so now we see what really went on. Like it was just some bullshit. It was like it was a gang of information that got mixed up where niggas could really sat down and talk, bro. But Kunta made this shit go way further, bro, by not speaking his mind and going to the internet with it. Now everybody that was involved don't understand what the fuck. Only probably nigga that Kunta is cool with is the bishop. And the bishop like, nigga, with you, nigga, you putting yourself in harm's way. I've been praying, brother. For that. Brother, I've been praying all these years. I ain't got time to be putting myself in harm's way, fucking with you. For real though. Hey man, shout out to the chat too though. Before I get off, let's say Vintage. Vintage, what's the deal? What's the deal? I appreciate you. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? You want to be your cool? I appreciate. Hey, like I say, everybody that send me the super chat, send me the little bread, man. I got sweaters for you too, for sure. I got sweaters, so if you go to my what's the name, go to my Instagram. It's Triggerbird.92, TRIGGEROA.92. I'm gonna have a sweater for you in about 2 weeks for sure. What's the word? Sweaters. You feel me? Get at me. Let me know the size and color. We'll tell you the colors I got, and I got you. I'm gonna send you examples. For sure, for sure. Boom, 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 boom. Hoover. Shout out to Texas out there. Hoover. Shout out to the Texas in this motherfucker. You feel me? But that's how I feel the whole Texas in this motherfucker too. Before I do the Texas in motherfucker. Shout out to y'all. On bro, salute my shit to y'all. Hoover. Salute that H crown to y'all. On Hoover. Nah, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it just got all wrapped up on some bullshit, bro. And listening to it right now, I feel like they all should. It shouldn't be a time right now when nigga turned on Kunta. Because Kunta was misguided, right? On Hoover, Kunta was misguided. But I just don't like how Percy threw all these jabs at the homie. Percy threw a gang of jabs at the homie, right? I dropped my bitch off too. He did a gang of little jabs, bro. On Hoover, I ain't like, I threw a gang of jabs at Kunta. All types of shit. I dropped my bitch after I put my dick in her mouth. All type of weird shit, bro. You said a little weird shit, try to clean it up, bro. But if you want to sit down with the homie, I feel like it should be all y'all. You, Kunta, and him. On Hoover. Whatever. LA Ron, too. Just to be on some, like, you feel me? Just holler, man. You might as well. You might as well, because, shit, now we seeing the issue out, the problem out there. Ain't no point of gang up on Kunta. Nigga, you misguided. Kunta, you misguided. Ain't saying what he's saying. Yeah, hey, nah, but look, I'm saying this because I don't know if you seen the real tune. Go back when I drop this shit, go to my live, bro. I'm gonna clip it and shit too, because there's some good shit up in here that I feel like I don't really be clipping my lives. But Percy is now apologizing to Gumby, bro, because he realized that this really nothing that Gumby brought to the table. This is something that, you know, Real Tune gotta take accountability because Real Tune News has some information. Shout out to Real Tune because what he did was he had take a liking to the homie J-Dub that he grew up with. And I like the fact that he was trying to find out, you know what I'm saying? Like the Hoover history, because J-Dub's from Hoover, right? 17-year-old passed away. Now, I don't know if he was trying to find in history if J-Dub passed away due to drugs, and he like, damn, how did J-Dub even become a gang banger to die? And then went to the search of LA niggas come throwing dope, they bringing dope down here, and turn niggas out and this and that, and now you niggas got the wrong politics. That I don't know. My whole thing was with Toon. You had information that I think that you was told not to elaborate on camera, and you still did it. That's one. And then the other one was like, you had footage that the homie told you not to release, and you still did it. So it's like you had acknowledgement to what's going on. I understand your reason, but you had acknowledgement, bro. You feel me? Percy hearing what's going on, just like the homie, it was up speed the homie. That's on here, the homie from Texas, on Hoover, shout out to the homie from Texas, all the homie from Texas on Verge. Now Percy want to sit down with the homie, and I was saying though, instead of down in Kunta, Kunta, sit down with Kunta or something. You feel me? Figure a way to where, I don't know if the homie want to sit down with him, because Kunta said a gang of little weird shit. He said a gang of little weird shit. He did. I don't know how much Percy said to where the homie feel offended. I don't know. I can't speak on what he said to offend the homie, right? To sit down with him. But Percy, what's his name? Kunta said a gang of little crazy shit. But I feel like it'd be good to get all them on the phone and just squash that shit, bro. And let the homies figure it out. And you're gonna help and know what's going on. Let the homies decide. Majority rules. Let them little niggas out there have a chance in life. Stop misguiding them. And just like if you got McDonald using McDonald brand, but they wrapping up Wendy's cheeseburgers and shit. You feel me? Like that you can't do that, bro. McDonald's or you know Wendy's got McDonald's package, but these Wendy burgers and shit, like nigga, you can't do that, bro. I want exactly what it is. I want to be accepted. I want to know that this is what the fuck I'm risking myself for sure.
Hey, real cool, there's some money in the room.
I got some shit to do, man. I'm gonna be back on this motherfucker on Verge. For everybody in this motherfucker, for the super chats, I appreciate that motherfucker. I hope, like I say, get at my Instagram. It's TRIGGER OA.92 on Verge. Let me know your size and color and shit. You feel me? This just like for the first 20 people I got for sure. Cause I got some shit, some extra shit. So I made sure that everybody that the first 20 get their shit and a few homies and shit. So I hope like, subscribe, and comment. I don't care about some real shit, bro.